with this rise of technology, what is real and what is fake? Can we even discern in a little, a little bit further into the future? Is even maybe this video can be fake? Who knows? At the moment, AI is just not there yet, but I don't know in a couple of years what is going to happen. And in the ceremony that we had at the end of the year, Saina asked a beautiful question. Now, I want to share with you what the Akashic records said back to her, because it was such a profound answer that I cannot hold it just in that small container and just in that meeting. I wanted to share it online. It's a beautiful channel, and I think it's very empowering to know what we can do to discern realness and fakeness, and to discern heart energy and mind energy, how to discern energy that will actually be good for us in the form of information, content, whatever we will have in the future, but also energy that not is good for us, so we can develop these senses inside of our body. This is all about that. By the way, my name is Elisa. I'm an Akashic record teacher and an Akashic record channeler. If this is your first time watching me, welcome to the channel. I'm here to share as much Akashic record wisdom as possible, to give you back the tools, to give you back the power, to make you feel alive. I'm so grateful that 2025 is going on right now. It feels full of potential, and I'm here to give that potential to you. This channel will be a beautiful example of that. So, looking forward for you to watch this. Have fun. Let's all take a deep breath in. Listen with your whole body. See what the body is doing while listening to this. And I'm looking forward to see what was your reaction in the comments. Much love. Right, I love that question. So let me immediately ask the records and see what they have to say. Hmm. Yes, dear one, we absolutely agree that this is one of the topics that is going to be most important in 2025 and beyond, because you literally cannot trust anything when it just comes to your senses, because all of this, when it comes to audio, when it comes to video, when it comes to different ways to communicate, it can all be fake. The president can be in front of you and you literally see him speaking about something and hearing his voice, and it is not the president at all. It's just a random 16-year-old little hacker that found it funny to let the president talk about a couple of topics. So this is going to be very interesting. And your question has two parts that we want to address. First part is how you can discern what is real. And the other part is how can you stop being pulled in so many different directions, because also an increase of directions will happen. The main thing is that realness can always be felt. And you have noticed this already. There is a sense inside of every human being that could already feel if a person was authentic and true or not. You can even feel in your own self when you're talking from your truth or not. Your muscles are responding, as you know, to what is true or not. So there is a big truth sense in your system. And the beauty of all of this fake stuff coming out is that humans need to realize their truth sensors. Before this time, it was just optional. All humans were equipped with it, but not all humans were able to use it, and they didn't need to use it. But now they need to use it. Now, how can you connect to your truth sense? Now, first of all, you can just observe your body when you say something true to it, and then when you say something false to it, and you will feel a difference. And also, you might, just as a fun example, and this might seem ridiculous, but this will actually train very quickly your truth sensors. You might have a picture of an apple on a table, a real apple on your table, and an AI generated picture of an apple on a table next to each other. And just for 5 seconds per object, you're gonna switch and you're gonna feel your body, and you're just gonna ask your body, what is real? And your body will respond slightly different to the real apple on the table, the photo of a real apple on the table, and to make sure it's real, you can make the photo yourself, and an AI generated picture of an apple on the table. Now, just by switching every 5 seconds to these different versions of the apple on the table, you will notice your truth sensor responding to each of them. And it's just a sense you need to get familiar with. And the earlier you get familiar with it, the easier it becomes. So, even though this experiment is a little bit ridiculous, we like to let you experiment with this in now a very easy way. Because, yeah, when you start to already listen to your truth sensor right now, the more you listen to it, the more louder it becomes in your system. The more you listen to it, the more you train your brain to include it in your reality. You will literally signify to your brain, hey, this is an important sensor. I want to amplify this more. So experiment with it now and become an expert with it when at one point real fake news hits you, and you will immediately feel the difference. 100%, no questions asked. Now, why does this work? This does work because everything is interconnected. Even though your physical senses are not showing you necessarily that everything is interconnected, you are absolutely interconnected with a field of aliveness. Alive consciousness is moving through everything. This interconnectedness makes a link between you and whatever you are observing. And so, if you start to sense what is generated and what is not generated, what is real and what is not real, and you start to sense this, you start to become attuned to, and you start to create a connection in your field with the real thing or with a generated thing. And that just feels different to the body. They're just two completely different locations. So train that sense. In a way, because we know you are adept into filmmaking as well. If you are a CGI or a special effects engineer in Hollywood, when you watch a movie, you can clearly see what has been generated and what has not been generated, because you took some time into that field. And it just knows, immediately knows. The same thing will happen when you take some conscious time to discern fake from real right now, and you'll be well equipped in 2025 and beyond to spot it in later dates. You will be well equipped, and your truth sensor will become a big part of your life and your reality. It's quite easy to spot it, and every human being has it. Now, the other part to your question is the part where you are pulled into many different directions. Now, actually, we can immediately give the first answer back to you. Go with what feels most true to you. But next to your truth sensor, you also have your heart. And your heart can signify what is truth, but it's also signifying what is most alive for you. So even a generated thing by an artist can make you feel very alive. Generated doesn't mean bad. If something is generated by AI, it doesn't mean it is necessarily bad. Fake doesn't mean bad. It can be quite good. It might be even better than the real thing. So we do not want to perceive or send you any judgment when it comes to fakeness and realness. What we want to say, though, is whatever direction, even though you're pulled in many directions, know that all of these directions are in your field for a reason. Some of these directions are helping you expand. Some of these directions help you contract. Some of these directions will make your heart sing. Others of these directions will make your heart be closed off. We advise to always move into the direction that expands you and that makes your heart sing. Again, it is a similar dynamic. You need to become aware of these sensors first. So when you are distracted with something, you might ask yourself, hey, does this make my heart sing right now? Or is this just my mind being bored or being distracted or whatever? And if the answer to it is yes, continue. If the answer of it is no, actually I want to focus, and where I was focusing on previously is what makes my heart sing, then you go back to your old, or not old, but your current activity before you were distracted. If you are distracted and having many different pulls, discern by these qualities: expansion and heart opening. Expansion and heart opening will show you the way. And when we were transmitting, we were meaning this in a more general sense, that we started with the chaos and the overwhelm of information in reality, and actually that this overwhelm in information and reality is giving you the ability to become a more conscious being and to become more connected inside oneself. This is exactly what is going to happen, especially if you have the right framework for it. And we hope to have given you the right framework for it in this answer. Thank you so much for asking this question, because it has been relevant to all who have listened. Thank you. Curious what you think and feel from that transmission. Let me know. If you would love to have a beautiful 3-month experience, where literally every week we come together and there will be a tailored transmission for you to completely blossom in 2025, even though if you have no clue what your next step is going to be, the Akashic Records is such a wonderful tool. We will teach you how to access your own Akashic Records. We will teach you how to navigate this world of energy. And there will be AI workshops and lessons, so you will be able to literally create everything that is in your heart now and will become part of your heart and your heart's intentions, your heart's desires, your brilliant ideas. It's time to completely enable you with all the tools so your life can become incredibly easy. Feel free to join that container. The doors will close at the 21st of January. If you see this before, jump in, you're in luck. If you see this after, I will probably have another journey like that, because I really feel it's important that I spend my energy like that to prepare energetically and at the same time to prepare technologically, so you with your beautiful heart is really able to shine like never before. I love it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I send you a big hug. Much love.